So this system here, in process of build right now, this was born out of the COVID crisis. And the related demand for sanitizing products, such as now I have some samples, some products here that I'm going to hold up. I'm not endorsing any particular products, just some good examples of things for Symphony. So sanitizing products such as this pump for hand sanitizer. So this was a US-based company that was sourcing all of their components, all of their subcomponents, and most of their assembly from low-cost countries in Asia. So if you remember at the start of the pandemic, which seems like many years ago, Asian countries were probably 3, 4, 5 months ahead of North America in as far as the curve of cases go. So when it got to the point where demand started increasing for such products like these hand sanitizer pumps, demand was already soaring in Asia, and there was just the supply was cut off. So our customer here in North America could not get components to sell things like sanitizer pumps here. So this event is what drove their decision to set a course for manufacturing locally. So when you do that, when you move from a low-cost country at such volume, such as Peng mentioned, over 100 million components a year, if moving from a low-cost country to a higher-cost area, you have to use automation, and really you have a few choices when you're going that fast. It's either continuous motion, which is the traditional answer. You have discrete automation like robots and pallets that Peng mentioned. We answered this particular case with Symphony, and we performed an internal comparison of discrete automation versus Symphony. And I can tell you that the layout, the floor space required, was 1/3 of the standard automation solution. So the Symphony platform was 1/3 the size. It also was lower cost compared to that discrete automation system. Now, our competitor, our competition in this particular case, was proposing a continuous motion solution, and the Symphony solution was roughly half the size, utilized far fewer people, and had a much lower projected maintenance cost, as Peng was mentioning with the example she pointed out with 1% of the program. So fabulous example there, and I want to just hit some highlights of that system again. Some points here. It was a 300 part per minute system, which translates to over 100 million parts per year. This included functional testing, so flow and pressure at these rates. Another benefit to the Symphony system versus the continuous motion system: far fewer testers required to perform these tests. We also have the ability, based on the digital nature of the machine, to use multiple nests within the same pallet. So this allows us to keep all of the assembly operations on one machine rather than having to do some here and then transfer over to another machine and do the rest of the process. Lots of testing and verification going on the machine. Again, 50% reduction in floor space, significant reduction in test time, all work done on one machine. And of course, with a lot of consumer products, you have seasonal variations, different colors, different shapes, different decorations that might show up on the part from season to season. That kind of verification is very easy to apply and is often already integrated into the Symphony system.